Zvieta in the background. Delightful.
Oh, here it is, guys.
Cool, creepy.
Yeah.
Voice notes too. I definitely want to test
Zvieta in the background.
Hello, team, and welcome to another episode. I'm just on my lunchtime walk at the moment, undecided as to whether I'm going to grab a coffee. I don't know. As you can see in the background, it is quite cloudy. Apparently, it will rain this week, and I think if anyone out there has an allotment or is just growing things, on their balcony or whatever, you'll know that getting some rain is probably a very, very good thing this week. After a long heat wave, a series of heat waves. So this weekend just gone, you'll have seen we went to this bakery called Brucan Bakery in West Norwood. I've been there before, and in fact, after it, I had some deep musings about AI and how, if humans can make pastries like that, is AI really a threat? I mean, low-key it is, but I was just inspired by their pastries, essentially. But we went again yesterday as it was their first birthday celebration, and it was so wholesome. They actually had a deal on that was £1 for every cinnamon bun as part of their first birthday celebrations. They were sold out, and we were only an hour and a half after opening, which is crazy. They sold out super quickly, and it even took them by surprise, which I always think is so endearing. They're clearly very modest about how good they are, and they needn't be, but they are just a year old, I guess. So these things and the confidence come with time, I suppose. And I'm not even a business owner, but I can imagine it takes time to feel truly confident. Even though, by the way, all their baked goods are so good. You'll have seen in the footage, we got this like lime and raspberry cheesecake bun. Delightful. And then we also got a vanilla bun. So those were two of the last remaining things that we could actually buy. And then the others were savory, but we fancied just sweet, as it turns out. And I also got myself another special that they had on for the day, which was an orange cold foam, a cold brew. And on top, it had an orange foam. It was so good. I don't think I've had a cold brew before. I don't really get the distinction. I'm not a coffee connoisseur, but the orange foam was what I was most curious about, and that was delightful. Right, I've sat down to properly finish this little intro bit before I continue my walk. Going on to this week. Tomorrow, my friends and I are trying out Herd Burgers. I think it's actually just called Herd in Borough. And it is a Michelin star chef that has started the restaurant. Apparently the burgers they have are really good. There's only about 5 things on the menu, which I love. It's very easy to choose from. So Herd is tomorrow. And then what else? Then on Thursday, we have yet more work drinks. This will involve some picky bits to kind of celebrate the long summer that we've had. And then on Saturday, I am going to this birthday thing at Harrods, and we're having some Italian food. So yeah, I must admit I haven't been to Harrods in many, many years. Obviously, they've had quite a negative negative time in the press for good reason. However, this restaurant might be quite tasty. So I am excited about that, and I'm very excited about the burger tomorrow as well. It's been on my list for some time, so I'll take plenty of footage. We'll give a recap as per usual, and fill you in on anything else that happens in the week and the weekend. But for now, I'm going to put this down, going to continue my walk, head home, finish with a working day, film some content for you, and then we call it a day.
Morning team, happy Tuesday. I am ready to set off for work in a couple of minutes, but just wanted to quickly jump on and say that the chickpea dinner I made yesterday, delightful. And I had it so early, I think it was like 5:30, because it looked too good. I had a light lunch. I was like, yeah, 5:30 is not my regular meal time, but it had to happen. Very much enjoyed that. I will be editing that reel and short and posting it very soon. But yes, let me finish getting ready for work. As I said yesterday, I'm off to have a burger tonight with some friends who I haven't seen in a while. So I am looking forward to that for multiple reasons, but obviously I will take footage and whatever I can get and share it on here as well. See you later, team.
Oh, here it is, guys. Show me your You got it?
This is really cute.
No, I love that. Do you need to get in here at all?
Sure, why not? Nice. Please. With your consent. Hello team, it is Wednesday lunchtime and I'm just going on a little lunchtime walk as per usual. Jumped on to say a couple of small things. Hope you can hear me because I forgot my mic again. Yesterday I went to Herd in Borough. They have two, they have another one in Soho, and Herd is delicious. Also, aside from the flavors, which might I say, their smash burgers, delightful toppings as well. I was so tempted to get a truffle one that had shoestring fries in, but I ended up going plain and classic, which you can't go wrong with, really. One of the friends I was with also came with her little boy, and they had a kids menu, very conveniently, and they had little like drawing papers and stuff. They had a build your own burger, which he loved, and might I say, he has great skills in actually assembling a burger. And he's only 5, but it was the most orderly thing I'd seen. So that was really cute. Also, the waiting staff were so cute with him, so sweet, engaged with him loads. Overall, I was very, very pleased with the experience. Would definitely go again, and would recommend to people who work around there, because obviously it's very close to offices. You could easily pop in for a lunchtime meal with work if you needed to. And then the other thing I wanted to jump on and say, very small thing, which maybe no one cares about, but I mentioned in a previous clip that I had this orange foam coffee on the weekend from a local bakery. Little did I know, there's a whole like viral movement going on behind this coffee. Apparently it's a coffee that originated in Melbourne in Australia. Australia is very well known for its coffee, and all the Australians I know really love their coffee. This viral drink originated there in Melbourne and has become a bit of a viral moment. This cold brew with Mont Blanc coffee, I think, that is also infused with sort of like orangey essence. So yeah, I guess now that explains the £5 that I paid for it. But saying that, it was delicious. But yeah, I didn't even realize it was a trendy thing to have until my colleague at work mentioned it. Anyway, little story time over. I will continue on my lunchtime walk. Back again for a quick interlude, because I know I've spoken about this before, but I just feel like men are increasingly super comfortable just taking their tops off anywhere and everywhere. And it's like the other day I saw someone in the supermarket with their top off, and I'm like, this sense of entitlement is getting worse and worse. Anyway, little interlude side thought. look at the allotment, and there's so many tomatoes. Some here, some here. I'm a tomato farmer.
And one. Yeah. Finally, we were in the middle of recording Friday's episode when.
Morning team, and happy Thursday. I'm feeling a little tired this morning, but good. Feeling good. But I'm gonna leave earlier than I need to walk to the train station to get to work because I'm feeling a slow, leisurely walk to the station. What else is new? So last night I made arrayas. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if it's not. Should have probably looked that up before I did this. But they're essentially like pockets of pita with beef in. I made a vegan version just because I only had vegan mince in. I'm not vegan myself, but it takes in a lot of flavor either way. So I had some cumin, had some paprika, garlic, onion, other seasoning, parsley as well. It's the easiest thing to do. Mix it all in with the mince, put it in the little pocket of pita, the mince I mean, fry it in a frying pan, some olive oil, done. Made a little garlicky yogurt dip to kind of have alongside it as well. So simple. If you don't feel like cooking and it's super hot, or even if you don't feel like cooking and it's super cold, I'd recommend this dish. Anyway, was pleased with that. I'm gonna have that short up soon. But in the meantime, I am going to head off to work. See you later, team. They sound great.
Morning, team, and happy weekend. Friday's here. I'm relieved, to say the least. It is payday today, which you'd think would come with relief as well, but all that happens is life admin, intense life admin for the day, and I decided to do it this morning before even starting work, like early this morning, and I regret that because all it's done is made me feel so tired and just hating adulting, you know? Pretty sure, safe to say that regardless of how old you are, sort of after 18 and after, there's times when adulting sucks. I also had work drinks yesterday, and I think that I'm just tired from work social events. I never thought I'd say it because I go to a lot of these, I attend them, and they're fun. And to be honest, great conversations are had. We do have fun as colleagues, but I think I'm just mentally tired and drained. That is all to say that I do have a holiday coming up and I'm very excited about that. A nice 2 weeks off, going back home to Greece, going to an island that I'm very much looking forward to documenting and sharing with you and experiencing myself outside of this content business. But yeah, I am ready for a holiday, I think. But on that drab note, I'm gonna head back home after my morning walk, have some breakfast, and try and get a more positive outlook for the day. But yes, happy weekend. I'm very, very happy it's the weekend. So that's something.
All of that evidence that had been collected and tied by
A classic Saturday occurrence. camera eats first, then I'll. Oh, you got a spoon. Lovely. Lovely.
Every time, do you?